Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sunny, and today we're going to do Leonardo DiCaprio's video. We're going to check out his astrological, oh man, whatever. We need to do like an outtakes thing on this. I'm going to read Leonardo DiCaprio's astrology chart, and then we're going to do a prediction to see how he's going to do in the Academy Awards this weekend. He's up for Best Actor in the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I saw the movie. I liked it. I think it was pretty cool. And that's the action. For those who don't know, I'm a professional astrologer. I read tons of horoscope. I write tons of horoscopes for you guys. And if you want a personal reading, check it out in the description box below. On top of that, we have a really cool app out. It's called TheSunnySide Astrology, which a bunch of different. I put a couple of different horoscope widgets on there if you want your horoscope from different perspectives. And there's tarot stuff on there, blah, 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 blah. Check it out in the description box below. The app is free. Oh, all right, let's get down to it. Oh, prediction. That's not the prediction yet. That was the prediction for Joker, for Joaquin Phoenix. I gave Joaquin, so far astrologically, I think it's kind of like Joaquin Phoenix just outs Adam Driver just a little bit so far in the astrological rankings for who's going to win on this the Academy Award for Best Actor. Antonio Banderas had a really good chart, a very strong chart, excuse me, but he had separating aspects, so he's very popular, not really, probably not going to win. Adam Driver, I didn't see that movie, but like his chart was really solid. But again, there's something, probably not going to win. So far, the Joker's chart is the only one really with an applying aspect. The rest have separating aspects, meaning removed from the light. Luck is leaving. His chances is dissipating. So, so far, it looks like Joaquin Phoenix. But like I saw Joker, I really liked it, so I have kind of I'm not a fanboy or anything, but I have a bit of a bias towards that one. I kind of think he's gonna win, but but I didn't see all of the movies, so I'm not really sure. Anyways, I did see this. Here's DiCaprio, and let's check out his chart. Let's see what's going on. Okay, here we go. So Leonardo DiCaprio is a Scorpio. Oh wow, Scorpio Libra rising. Check it out. There's a lot of Scorpio energy nominated this year. A lot of Scorpio energy nominated. Not only that, this is another guy who has both Venus and Mars in the second house, the same as Joaquin Phoenix. If you have, so he's a Scorpio Libra rising. This is going to make someone a good-looking guy. This is going to make someone a little bit dark, a little bit mysterious, a bit probing, maybe psychic, highly intuitive. And I didn't say this in the other one in Joaquin Phoenix, but someone with Venus this close to the sun in Scorpio is a sex symbol. I don't know why you guys think Leonardo DiCaprio is sexy, but like I think a lot of people do. And so that's what it is. Or it's going to be someone, Venus in Scorpio is, especially by Venus in Scorpio, especially when conjunct the sun, is someone who relates to others sexually. So if you see someone with a Venus in Scorpio, like a Venus in Sagittarius is going to make you laugh. A Venus in Aries is going to encourage you to win. They're going to be playfully butt heads with you. Venus in Cancer is going to be a very nurturing kind of person, mothering kind of person. Venus in Scorpio is going to want to have sex with you. And so both DiCaprio and Joaquin Phoenix have this transit in the chart. Plus, they probably get along fairly well. Their Venuses are that close. Their Mars are that close. They probably like to do similar things. These guys could be homies. I don't know if they're homies or not, but I think they could be homies. Do you guys still use the word homies? They could be. Okay, enough. Anyways, Pluto in the first house. He's got to watch out for head injuries. He's going to have to watch out for physical problems. He's going to have a very close association with death and the occult. Moon in the first house is someone who really spends a lot of time taking care of themselves, which is really funny. And so, because he's an actor, right? Anyways, before we move on, the shape of the chart's important. When you have this kind of configuration in a chart, I've seen it over and over again. When you have this many planets clumped together, it's not exactly like it's two separate stelliums, right? Libra and Scorpio. But when they all clump together like this, it tends to be someone who can be very popular and very famous. I've seen this in a lot of movie stars and a lot of pop stars, like Britney Spears has something like this. I think Aguilera has something like this. And obviously DiCaprio has it right here. It's just a heads up on something like that when you're reading charts. All right. So Mercury's right here. He's probably he can be a very eloquent speaker when he's probably has the gift for the gab. He can be quite funny. I don't know if he's funny. Is DiCaprio funny? I wouldn't expect a Scorpio to be like a funny guy. I'm a Scorpio. I'm not funny at all. And my Venus is in Sagittarius. So anyways, whatever. But he can be very articulate. He can be a very outside of the box kind of guy. He can come across as somewhat unusual at times, and for all intents and purposes, this at 29 degrees Libra could just as easily be in Scorpio. That's a tremendous amount of Scorpio energy. So this guy is obviously a sex freak. Oh, on top of that, Venus in the second house, especially with the sun here, this is a guy who makes a ton of money. Ton of money, and that's awesome. He obviously made some money, right? I don't know if he made tons of money, but Venus in the second house, people are always trying to give him stuff. At the same time, Mars in the second house is someone who could easily spend a lot of money. So watch out for all of that. Cruising along, Lilith, eternal damnation in the fifth house. He's probably not going to have kids. He might have a bunch of abortions or miscarriages along the way, but I don't know if he has kids or not, but Lilith in the fifth house is going to have trouble conceiving children. Jupiter in the sixth house, the guy's going to have to watch his weight. He might be a little artistic. He can easily work in the arts, and he's probably really good at taking care of other people. He's highly intuitive. Moving along, he also might have a lot of pets. I don't know if he has a lot of pets or not. Maybe he has a lot of pets. But Jupiter in the sixth house, because in Pisces especially, can indicate a lot of pets. It also can indicate heavy drug use. Heads up, Jupiter in Pisces can indicate heavy drug use, just saying. It doesn't have to always be in the 12th house. All right, next. He probably also, just as an FYI, probably has problems with his brothers and sisters, if he has any brothers and sisters. All right, there is some kind of problem in relationships with this guy. Whenever you have Chiron in a situation, Chiron is some kind of open wound. Maybe he gets divorced. Maybe he breaks up a lot. I don't really follow these guys per se. Like I said, I didn't see all of the movies that were nominated for Oscars. Like, I watched Joker, I watched this movie, but like, I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a fan, like, well, I don't think he's sexy. And so, but anyways, he's gonna have some problems in relationships, some very serious problems in relationships. Someone might end up really breaking his heart along the way. He might break someone else's heart. There might be infidelity in relationships. On top of all of that, Saturn retrograde in the 10th house. Saturn is usually where there's a lot of discipline, a lot of hard work, but it's retrograde in financial astrology. It means the accountants will play whenever Saturn is retrograde. Watch out for investing your money. Watch out for buying houses and stuff, because there's going to be a problem with the paperwork. And so, but in regular astrology, this is an interesting thing, because he is very popular, if I have the time right? He is he's popular. He's been in some super famous movies, but at the same time, he's probably not disciplined out in the real world. Like, Saturn brings discipline. Saturn in the 10th house would mean a very disciplined person in the outer world, but Saturn retrograde is prone to public drunkenness, let's say. So maybe DiCaprio is like, he parties really hard, like really hard, really public. He already has Jupiter over here, and let's get drunk and do some drugs. So maybe he's prone to public displays of drunkenness. I don't know, but that's what it says. All right, that's the quick and dirty on his chart. Let's get to the transits, because I really want to see. I want to see who's gonna win this thing. Now, so far it's kind of a tie between Adam Driver and I even see that movie. I was just surprised at his chart. Adam Driver and Joaquin Phoenix, but I gave Joaquin Phoenix the edge so far. All right, let's see what's going on. So these are the things, criteria we're going to look at. 11th house transits, there's not really anything going on there, so we could shake that off. And then we have, because this is his public life, right? Saturn retrograde in the 10th house in Cancer, public drunkenness. And so, or he's around a lot of drunks. It doesn't necessarily mean he's a drunk. He's around a lot of drug addicts and a lot of problems. Maybe he's around a lot of death. People, maybe DiCaprio's around a lot of people who OD on drugs. All right, publicly, because 10th house is public. But this over here, this is groups of people and the rewards from this house over here. So that's why we're looking at the 11th house. It's also where you get a promotion at work and you win awards. All right, so there's nothing there. Then we look at the 11th house from the sun, and that's going to be over here. I'm speeding up through this video because this is the last one I have to do, guys. So there's nothing there. So far, not good. Now, let's look at see what's going on here. So this is his sun. This is Venus. This is one of the areas that energy, love, and money enter into the chart. Is anything going on here? Let's look around and see what's happening here. Transiting Venus is where, like when I do the horoscopes for you guys, I generally look at Venus for where you're going to attract love that week. So if you're going to be lucky in love, or if you're going to be lucky financially, that's usually where I put that's usually what I look for. But right now, right, so he's obviously going to be lucky in love, which is not so weird for this guy. But as far as making an aspect to his sun, like his popularity, there's nothing going on. There's no Venus there. On top of that, a bunch of the guys, so far a couple of guys, had Jupiter making an aspect to the nodes, which would mean very lucky in destiny. But DiCaprio doesn't have that either. Guys, this guy's not even gonna. He's not gonna win anything. He's just gonna go. He's gonna go have fun. He's just gonna fill out the roster. There's, like, seriously, he's not. I don't see any possibility of this guy winning. I thought there was a real possibility. I really did, because I think this movie's gonna win some awards, but I don't see. And I'm just rushing through this, but I really don't see it. I don't. I think he's gonna have problems, like he might have had problems in relationships last year, where like he might have broke up with someone last year, right? This is gonna square this. He might have had problems last year. He might have problems next year, but I don't see him winning the award. I think this was the easiest one. This is the easiest one, as far as I know, so far. Anyways, that's the action. So actually, I don't give it a 0. I don't give it a 0. I give it like but so far maybe like a 6.5, 6.5 out of 10 prediction that he's going to win. I think Joaquin Phoenix, it looks like he's going to win. It's going to be neck and neck between Joaquin Phoenix and Antonio not Banderas. Banderas was close, but I think it's between Joaquin Phoenix and Adam Driver. And that's the action, guys. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Please subscribe to the channel. Please download the app. And if you want a personal reading, check it out in the description box below. And share the videos. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sunny, wishing everyone the absolute best of a super beautiful week. And I'll see you guys soon.